welcome back to the 12 Notes Podcast. We talk about the music and not the bullshit.
What up? What up?
We got PD Beats, Receipt, Page Spills,
Hey.
FDR
and
Monster.
My boy Monster in the house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty real.
So today we're gonna talk about this Kendrick album, Mr. Morale and the Big
sir.
Steppers.
What's it called? Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers?
Yeah,
What's that on about?
you know you gotta listen to
Well, the cover seemed like it was talking about his kids,
his
no?
kids. Yeah.
The big steppers, no baby steps over here.
That's right. That's hard. What do you think about that, Monster?
Shit, I gotta tune in, I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? I gotta hear the whole project. I just kind of skimmed through it on YouTube, to be honest.
For sure.
Was there anything you liked?
Man, I heard that first track with the girl and the guy.
Yeah.
That shit had me cracking because I know a lot of toxic relationships.
Yeah.
You know, that shit's funny.
I think that's the
what's the name of
most
that song?
controversial
Cry
one.
Together, I think it's called.
Cry Together?
I think so, I'm not mistaken.
That one is crazy,
That was
bro.
hard.
How they're going back and forth, huh? Him and his girl. It kind of reminded me of like some Eminem type shit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Eminem vibes.
Yep. Yeah, any other tracks stand out for you guys?
I really like Rich Spirit.
That's
That was like, I'm attracted.
oh yeah.
I'm fasting. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite ones or anything. And the Kodak one.
And the Kodak one.
Those are I like Silent Hill. That one was dope. Which one did you like, Paige?
I don't remember much of it, but the Cry Together, that one stuck out to me. The one he's talking shit about the Drake and Kanye shit. When he was like, I could never.
Oh
How
yeah.
they rekindled their relationship and shit.
Yeah, the father
Yeah,
time.
Yeah, but I don't remember pretty much the rest of them.
That was deep.
Did you listen to the whole thing, Pedro?
For sure. A couple times.
Oh, a couple times.
Yeah.
So you really got to dissect it.
I think I'm still dissecting it.
Yeah,
How many
it takes a
tracks was
while.
it? How many tracks?
So it's a double disc, surprisingly.
How many tracks in total?
So it's 9 on each, so 18.
18.
I mean, in reality,
It's
like,
an 18 track.
Yeah,
album,
if
yeah.
like Marshall Mathers LP is like an 18, 20
Right.
track. So, but nowadays, albums are like 10 tracks.
Right. That's why he probably like wrote it out like that way.
Right.
He fed it to us that way.
Didn't he break like some Spotify record? How many streams? It was like over 100 million on a day.
For this
That's
album?
crazy,
Yeah.
It might be true. I mean,
That's crazy.
You
What
think
the
they
hell?
bots? You think there's bots in those motherfuckers?
Nah. I feel like
Nah.
the people know, like, I feel like
Nah, for sure.
people were excited about this album. I feel like Kendrick is one of those artists that like he goes beyond LA, like, he's worldwide.
yeah.
So I feel like even New York people from New York really respect Kendrick. They
Yeah.
fuck with Kendrick a lot.
Yeah,
And it's like I feel like it's like that nationwide,
for sure.
So I feel like a lot of people were waiting on it. So I mean, and it's a good album so far. Like you said, we still have to dissect it. I feel like it takes a while.
Yeah.
Even if you listen to it once or twice, you really need to like dissect it, each song. Like it takes a while. There's some albums that you'll listen to a couple of times and you won't even like, and after you listen to it like fucking 8-10 times, then you're like, oh shit, like you really grasp everything that they were really trying to tell you, because he really has a lot to say.
Yeah.
Like especially with coronavirus, he starts off with the N95, like, and he's basically saying like, you're taking off your mask now, but also what is it like when you take off everything? When you take off your
Yeah.
shoes that you wear, everything that you designer shit, like you ain't shit without that, So this was mind was really crazy. Like he's a genius. I
Yeah.
feel like, especially when it comes to like the way you formulate your bars, and I don't know. It was really dope. I feel like Dr. Dre probably has something to do in there for sure with it. I don't know about production. Do you know anything about it?
I mean, it's hard to find credits nowadays. You gotta
Yeah,
really
that's
look
true.
it up.
Especially like Kendrick is always like secretive too, so you don't even know what's dropping.
Yeah.
He ain't the type of artist where he's gonna tell you like, hey, he don't really be doing like promo tours where he's like, yeah, I'm about to drop an album. I got this producer and this producer.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to. That's why.
It's more of an in-house of producers. I haven't heard of like who made these beats.
Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, I'm sure if you look it up, you'll find it. But the thing for Kendrick, at least with me, except for like Good Kid, Mad City, you know what? It's actually on enough. Okay, so like, first time I heard Section 80, it didn't really get me, right? And it didn't. But then like after a few more times listening to it, it's like now I love the album. Good Kid, Mad City, I liked it off top.
Yeah.
To Pimp a Butterfly, it was the same. I didn't like it at first. Like after the first listen, and I was but then it grew on me. Damn, I liked it off top. This album, after first listening, I didn't really, it didn't catch me like that. But as you keep listening to it, it gets you. Like it's a trip.
It's because that shit is deeper than rap. Like you just gotta catch the whole meaning of it really to really understand and like to really like it.
But I feel like Kendrick, I think he can easily make regular good songs, but I feel like he's bored of just doing basic shit, so he has
what
to do
every other rapper is doing.
Right, so he has to like kind of push himself to make like just way out shit and change his voice up and like crazy beats and crazy
put in real life in
all this crazy shit that he puts into it. It's not basic whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
But on the last one, I said that I was afraid he's gonna be too experimental. He kind of was, some spots, like with the first track. I don't know if you guys listened to that one.
Yeah.
I mean, it starts off good, like with these piano chords and he's flowing. But then, like, once these drums come in, it's like these crazy ass, like, super fast drums, and it wasn't there for me. I'm
yeah,
like,
me too.
I can't get jiggy to this shit.
Like, but I think if you were to watch that shit live, because he focuses.
Yeah, that'd be different for sure.
He focuses on the stuff like.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good. Yeah, that's true.
It's a real show, like a real performance and all that.
Yeah, for me, I feel like I just had like expectations of it sounding like Damn or something. That's where I fucked up. So I had to like kind of like readjust and be like, okay.
Hold up.
We can't expect nothing from Kendrick, huh?
Exactly.
Oh, God,
He always comes with the unexpected.
You don't know.
Yo, I noticed he doesn't even like have metaphors like that. It's just like straight like
raw
topics.
Yeah.
It's like topics, stories.
Just raw feeling and shit.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's like.
One thing I noticed too, like when all this shit was going on, like in 2020 and shit, like COVID and like George Floyd and all this crazy shit, right? People are like, oh, where's Kendrick? Like, he needs to speak up on this shit. Like, we need him right now type of shit. So when he did this album, I think people are still expecting him to do that. But he kept it more on a personal level. He's talking about his personal life, him having kids now, and like dealing with his, I don't know if he's married. I don't think he says he's married or wife, but
I mean, he admitted to like cheating and shit.
Yeah, he admits to cheating and like all this crazy shit. But it's all personal. He's not really touching on social issues. Even like on the last song, he says, what does he say?
Wait, he admitted to cheating, fool?
Yeah.
How?
One of the bars.
It was just straight up like, how? Like in a way where he's telling his wife for the first time too, or did he say it like where like his wife already knew type of shit?
Yeah, we need to pop out the lyrics for sure.
Yeah, it's
because I wonder if like this who said it and his wife didn't even know, or girl or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
He probably talking about the past, man. He don't cheat. Come on now.
Black men
Kings
don't cheat.
Kings don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat. That's true. Huh? That's true. A wise man once said, "Black don't crack."
The last track, he ends it with saying, "I chose myself" or some shit like that. And he talks about like people expecting him to talk about, the world and shit. But he's like, "I chose myself." Like dealing with my own shit in my own life. So this is what I want to talk about, you know.
I respect that too, cause I mean, if you go to politics, you have a lot of backlash. You know, like it's good that he just kept it about himself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's better that way, so people could respect it. You know, like
Yeah.
and not have to like judge him so much. You know.
For sure. One thing I was hoping for was some kind of like somebody from Black Hippie on this album, you know, at least a J-Rock.
Yeah. I remember we had talked about that, right?
Yeah, which we didn't get. Sucks.
I looked up the producers. We got Boy Wonder, DJ Khalil. There's some Pharrell on there. There's some good producers.
You said Pharrell?
Yeah,
dope.
that song "Cry Together," Alchemist.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
That makes
Co-produced it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this one had good production in there.
Yeah,
Shout out Alchemist.
that's a trip.
That's your boy.
Shit, I be watching that for on the Action Bronson, that little
All the cooking.
Oh, yeah.
cooking show.
No, yeah.
Don't lie.
Fire,
Bro,
Yeah.
that was a legend, bro.
Yeah.
Both of those fools.
That for Alchemist always be like, how the fuck you guys eat so much? This should be funny though. They be getting mad.
Yeah, they be eating a lot on those shows.
Hey, for real, dog,
Like
that's
that.
all.
Hey,
in
but
one
this
day,
fool, Action
too.
Bronson, was a real life chef though before he became a rapper.
No.
Like for real. Like a real life chef. Fool, like
That's right.
Good
Shout out
gourmet-
Action
gourmet
Bronson.
shit.
that fool knows his
Chefs
shit. That
out
fool,
there.
like that. No, cause that fool knows his shirt. You know, his
Yeah.
shit, like his terms.
Yeah.
I seen like his videos of him going out and talking to chefs, and he'll talk about like the way he describes his food. He'll be faded as fuck listening to that shit. That shit is hilarious, bro.
Mm.
Cause this was a food connoisseur.
So, any other more thoughts on this album? I know you guys didn't really.
Shit, I'm gonna be honest, dog. I was waiting to listen to the Kendrick and the Bad Bunny shit, like when I go take a ride all the way to the beach and shit.
Mm.
Bad Bunny dropped the album too.
Yeah, and Doughboy too.
Who's
From
doing?
SOB, RBE. He used to be from there.
Mm.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
That fool just
Yeah.
dropped the album too. Shout out that fool too.
Oh yeah, he has some shit. G Perico's on that shit, huh?
That fool got some
That
crazy
shit hard.
shit.
Yeah, I heard that
I ain't
shit.
gonna lie.
This Kendrick album, though, a lot of it is hard to listen to, like, while you're driving. It's not really, like, that type of vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Personal type shit.
It's like you gotta sit down and listen to it. Some tracks.
Your
I like-
AirPods and shit.
You have to listen to this in the shower, full naked.
Cried in the shower.
Yeah. Nah, but he's got, like, a handful of tracks that
Yeah.
you could be jamming to. The one with Blast,
That one's dope.
that shit's fire.
Blast.
Yeah. You guys think? I think every feature besides like the rappers.
Yeah,
This-
Ghostface. That Ghostface.
Oh, and
That
Ghostface.
shit crazy.
Ghostface Killers.
Yeah.
But I feel like Kendrick wrote everything. Like even the Blast part.
For sure.
I don't know.
I didn't even think about that.
To me, that's what it sounds like. Even the girl that's on there too.
I was
You
thinking
know,
that shit too, to be honest.
Even Kodak's verse.
Nah, I say besides the rappers, like Baby Keem.
Just like the
Kodak.
singers. Mostly
Yeah.
just the singer.
Yeah, and obviously Ghostface is not gonna take a a ghost writing.
Summer Walker. Taylor Page.
So what do you think? Like,
Oh yeah.
for him to go on a hiatus for like 5 years, what do you think? Is it too early to even judge that?
So I think like it exceeded expectations. Like
That's true, because
I think-
we went into this saying that, remember that we had gave it a rating before we went into this
Yeah.
on our expectations of what we thought the album would be.
Mm-hmm.
It's too early for sure.
Yeah, I think we would have to like come back to it.
Cause like Damn didn't really register to me that first
Mm.
time.
But based off like what I've heard so far, I'm like happy about it. Like I would give it like for right now like a 3.5 at this moment.
I ain't gonna lie, there ain't no shit like I haven't liked from him, you know what I'm saying? Even from way back, like rigor mortis, like even those type of shit.
You
Right.
fuck with Kendrick like that?
Yeah, bro, like, you know, so I really like all the stuff. You know, it's all new too. Everything.
Yeah,
know
he
what I'm
always
saying?
changes it up, huh?
He used to
doesn't
have
keep it the
those
same every.
metaphors, like you were
Yeah,
saying.
he
He
was
used
like-
to, but like you could tell he definitely grown and just like pays attention to what like people want. You know, like kind of give them what they want and shit. I don't know.
I think he can do that easily though.
Yeah, I feel like it's the opposite actually. I feel like
Yeah.
he goes against the grain for sure.
Do you think like he
Yeah.
feels like he's one of the best rappers alive?
For sure.
I feel like he did feel. I feel like listening to it, I did feel like he felt that way, too. Like when you listen to him, I don't know, like the energy on. I feel like the way he talks is like he's talking to every rapper, kind of when
Yeah.
he's like speaking to you. You feel me?
Yeah.
When he's like throwing bars at you, it's like he's kind of in a way taking shots at everyone, and it's just him against everyone. That's how it seems,
Yeah, I mean, I think he does have that cockiness. Like,
right?
yeah. I mean, he knows, like, everybody talks about him like he's one of the greatest.
Right.
But for me, it's
There's
like
a song where he says something about like, if it ain't Kendrick, if it ain't Cole, if it ain't. Oh no! He says Kendrick influenced you, but he can't. He said something about like they could influence you, but they can't like speak for you or something. And he said him, and then he said J. Cole, and then I think he even said LeBron. Like he said like big people, and it's talking about like they could influence you, but they could only do so much in a way. I forgot what song that was. What were you gonna say though, my boy? My bad.
that like for me is the visuals, like the way he like story tells and the way he brings his visuals is what makes it for me. Because there's a lot of people that can rap, bro. Like Black Dog, like a bunch of people that I feel like maybe out rapping, but for me it's just like the whole artistry
Yeah.
and the mystery and
Yeah.
and that really does it for me.
It's a difference. Like, I mean, if you look at all the battle rappers, like, they can rap, but, like, being able to, like, put the vision together, make a crazy dope album, and, like, really the video, everything, you know, come
Be
together.
versatile, too.
You know.
I like
It's
there's
different.
always a pinch of ghetto and like hood in them. Like always.
Yeah.
I love that.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So talk about the videos. You guys seen Heart Part 5?
Yeah, she was crazy.
Thought it was cool. They someone said that fool did like someone out. He wasn't the first to do that, you know. Like
Yeah, somebody came out and said that they copied him.
yeah, I seen that video too, but I did think he did it good though. You know what I'm saying? Cause on that shit, like you could tell he like wrote his verses a certain way. You know, like he thought about all of that. You know?
Right.
What is it that he did, the other guy?
It was just
It's like the same. It's one shot. He's standing there rapping, and his face is changing.
and he's just talking about.
But he's
like,
not all these other people that Kendrick was.
Well, Kendrick is more in detail.
Because-
the other guy who was just like kind of like saying, I'm making history, you know. But this guy right here is
Was
fucking,
his faces turning into famous people as well, or no? Or it was different?
like famous people and like history people and shit. Like,
Including the ones that Kendrick named, or none?
nah, it was an
Nah.
old video. It was an old video.
Okay.
Yeah.
But none of the same people like that he mentioned.
Yeah, none of the
Like,
same people.
Well, see,
not Will Smith, not Nipsey.
cause Kendrick, I guess Kendrick was way more thought out. Of,
Yeah.
Like, because his verses, like when his
Freaking
face
flow,
changes,
too.
the verse also
Yeah,
changes
changes.
into the people he's
He
talking
becomes
about.
that
Right.
Yeah, he
person.
becomes that person.
Right.
It's crazy because I heard the song, fool. I still haven't seen the video. But I've seen like when people were posting the Instagram post of all the faces, and I heard the song, and it was a trip because I heard the song like and I already knew, but I hadn't seen it, so I was only listening to it. I wasn't and I was trying to visualize it myself, and it was like damn low key. Even like when Kendrick dies, because he's talking about like I died, or when he talks about Nipsey, he said like I died already, you know. Like people are gonna come like listen to that back when Kendrick dies and be like, damn, like that's crazy, you know, because he's talking about what you should do when you die. Even though he was specifically talking like to Black Sam but still like some of it like me since I didn't like see the video, I was like, damn, like even though it's all connected, he could relate to all of it as well. Like he could relate to every single one of those people, you know. And
you basically saw, you made whatever shit you came up with in your own head,
right,
while watching the video.
Right.
That's a trip. It's like that effect, the deep fake effect. It's been around for a minute, for years. Like people have been using it on different, like they'll do movies, and like replace the face with like just a whole different actor and like shit like that. So it's a trip for like that shit. Somebody to barely use it now on the music video. I don't think
you gotta be thinking. Yeah, you just gotta be. People like Kendrick are super creative, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta think outside the box.
But like, well, I mean.
And also, he must have a team, no, that probably to be telling him.
For sure.
I always gotta have a team.
Yeah, but I just feel like it's just one of those things like, how come this hasn't really been done before?
Yeah.
Say that one more time.
How come it hasn't been done before?
Okay, yeah.
Well, it's been done.
Like
that kid,
that white boy.
That white boy.
Yeah.
Shout out to that white boy. What's that white boy's name? That fool raps too?
Yeah.
He dropped another video to it, right? Another visual?
Another video.
For the N95.
N95. You seen that one?
That shit was crazy.
You seen it?
I haven't seen it.
The shit about Kendrick, bro, he can really act, so he can...
Yeah.
Like, he, like, does certain parts, I'm just like, oh, shit.
So, have you seen the new A$AP Rocky video?
Nah, I haven't.
Well, what I'm kind of noticing as a trend, I guess, videos now are just a bunch of crazy imaging, like, just a bunch of shit. Like, A$AP Rocky's video, like, bro, there's, like, so much shit going on.
Hell yeah, bro. With Rihanna?
Yeah, you seen it? There's so much shit going on and so much different.
Rihanna's in it?
Yeah.
But not on the song, just in the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, just in the video. I feel like he did.
And she's pregnant?
Right, he should have focused more on.
But Kendrick did the same thing with his new video.
Wait, did she have the baby already, or she's still pregnant?
This was before.
Oh, this was before?
Yeah.
I like how he did like the food styles and kind of talked about their lifestyle. Like that was like for sure. That shit's pretty cool.
Who?
That food Kendrick
A$AP?
for Hard Five.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that guy's name is AK.
Shout out AK. Shout out white boy AK.
Shout out AK.
This video is probably going crazy right now too.
I mean, yeah,
it's
good for him too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
even if he does feel that Kendrick, does he feel like Kendrick copied him? Like,
Yeah.
He has a whole video saying.
Oh shit. Fool, it's crazy how like shit like that happens, huh? With like bigger artists like Drake. People always like someone always like people always say like these fools have their ear to the streets. They know what's going on, and they just like peep game and listen to fools that are not known, you know, and they'll get little here and there's. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with it. I feel like because everyone inspires everyone. I feel like
it's hip hop, bro.
Yeah.
Shit was made off sampling.
Yeah, but you gotta give credit where it's due, though.
I mean that's what I'm saying. If this white boy AK is getting a little notoriety, then fuck it, take it with you, my boy, and you know, and get more popping. Because at the end of the day, you gotta. If you feel that way, of course, that fool has to let it be known.
Yeah.
And if he could rap, then people are gonna fuck with him now. Now that he has eyes on him.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just one of those things where like, for some reason, everybody starts doing it.
Oh, yeah.
Like with this podcast shit, like new podcasts are popping up every day. Like everybody wants to start doing podcasts
every
now.
day.
Oversaturating.
Right.
But the thing is that there's only the strong survive, though. You know what I mean? They're gonna be here for a weekend, fool, but they ain't here for the long run. You know,
Right.
Like we're here to stay, fool.
I mean, yeah, that's the plan.
We see it.
Nah, yeah, but you're gonna see people come in and out. You know, you're always gonna be. It's always gonna be like that. Throughout my life, fool, I've had a bunch of homies that rap.
Yeah, the rapping shit too. Like everybody wants to start
or that
rapping.
wanted to rap, yeah. That think they want to rap
Yeah.
until they really, you know what I mean? They think it's easy, but it ain't.
Yeah, once they
Sometimes it
find
ain't.
out, it's not like an easy come up, and like you just
It
make
ain't a
us.
hobby, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, you gotta keep it
Just
going.
like hustling.
It's a lifestyle. Remember that song?
Preach.
It's a lifestyle. What was that verse where you say that from? There's a verse where you say, it's a lifestyle.
Shit. I don't remember right now at the top of my head, to be honest.
It's a lifestyle.
Anything else you guys want to talk about?
What was your favorite song?
My favorite song right now? That, damn.
From Kendrick.
My boy with the Hollywood. Like in case this was spaced out right now. Hey, from Kendrick, from his
Kendrick.
album, the new one.
Let me see the
Just
list.
came out.
Remember?
Imagine.
I think the Rich Spirit is
Yeah, that's the one. It's my favorite one.
or
too.
Mr. Morale is.
Oh, I haven't gone down there.
Yeah.
To the last one.
Morale is
That's
crazy.
the second to last one.
Like the beat is just like wild, but to me it kind of reminds me of like a rock song. I don't know, I just get that kind of vibe, but it's not. It's like, 'cause you know how like rock is like the bass is like kind of like a continuous thing, kind of like doom 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 doom.
Mm-hmm.
This is that, but it's with 808s, so it's just like doom 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 doom, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
But he's going off on it. He's spitting crazy. That shit's dope. That's probably, yeah, I'll say that one.
That's what I was. Another thing I wanted to talk about too, like the mix of it.
The
whole
mix.
recording.
The choices are interesting. So usually, like on vocals, people add some kind of reverb to the shit, right, or some delay. What I'm noticing on this, a lot of his shit is dry. Like there's no reverb on it. There's no delay. It's just really dry vocals, and it feels, I don't know, it feels a little bit more like personal. Like he's really actually talking to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah,
This is not a song. This is me rapping to you in real life. But yeah, that's one thing I noticed about the mix.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I thought it was dope, fool, because it kind of felt like he wrote this to me. It felt like he wrote the songs, and then they added the beat. Like I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel like the way he because the way he flows, he'll do like a 16, but then he'll completely switch up his flow, but the beat will completely switch up too. And it'll, like at first, especially in the first 3-4 songs, like the beat change is crazy. Like you don't even know really what is the hook, like because it's like
Yeah.
it's just the way he formulates it is just crazy. So I think he be writing shit and then they be coming with shit like the beat up on the spot. It feels like at the same time.
Yeah, that's the one thing too. Like, first listen, it's like he'll have like some dope pianos playing, whatever, and then some other just like crazy sound comes in, and it off top it sounds like, what the hell's going on? Like this shit is like, it's not.
Well
You
put.
know? Right, it kind of sounds like he's putting
Like a jungle, huh?
two different genres together,
Like a
type of thing. Like, and then like he'll have like some soulful freaking vocals in the background too, and it sounds crazy. But I don't know, like if you keep listening to it, like you kind of just get used to it and understand it more. But it's dope.
It's tribal, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
That's how it feels, kind of like if you're like in fucking, you could listen to it in Africa.
Oh, you know what? Hey,
'Cause it's like
I did hear
the
his
sounds,
shit, bro.
African instruments.
I didn't hear all of it, but you know, Childish Gambino. He
Yeah,
reminded
yeah.
me like Kendrick reminded me like he
Like Childish Gambino.
kind of sounded like Childish Gambino, and it didn't sound original too. Man, I remember that right now. Damn. Shout out Childish Gambino.
Wait. So you're saying that
On some
Kendrick
songs,
sounded like Childish Gambino?
on some songs, yeah,
So it didn't sound original?
like the beat too.
Damn.
Some of them,
Before you're taking shots?
nah, dog. Like I like Kendrick and shit, but
But you like Childish Gambino more.
I like them both, but I just heard like,
Similarities.
yeah, like kind of like if that's like he kind of like
You think he was influenced by him?
maybe, you know,
Possibly.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Nah, Childish Gambino is hard.
Not
too.
on every song though, but you know, just like
Yeah.
a couple songs.
Bro, I can even imagine the whole like process of him making the album, of how many songs he scrapped and all this shit. That shit crazy. 5 years.
That's how long it took? 5 years?
That was so long. Yeah, his last album.
Yeah, I think it was like what 2017.
Imagine taking 5 years to do one album. I'm down.
I don't think it took him 5 years to do it.
Who took a break?
Yeah.
Who took a
Yeah,
break?
the album probably had been done,
Uh,
and then you add here and there's, you know, like you have like 60%, and then you
man.
throw in.
There's this damn. I can't remember. He said some shit in one of his verses that happened like last week, type of thing.
Okay.
That's some Kanye West shit.
I can't remember what it was though, but I was like, man, this was like just do that in like yesterday type of thing.
Fool, Kanye did that right before he dropped his album. He changed like something, and he didn't turn in his album until the day before or some shit like that. And I heard Cardi B did that too.
Yeah, I mean you could do that nowadays.
It's crazy.
Because
Huh?
of streaming.
How
Like, you
crazy
can,
is
like,
that?
edit it, right? Pretty
No,
much.
that these should be finishing their songs like right before they drop it.
Before they drop it.
I feel like back then it was like, bro, you have your whole shit done, then you go do your whole run of your interviews, and then like promoting tour or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I mean once you did your album, you have to send it to the label.
Right.
Then they have to press them all up. Like ain't no going back once you press 1 million copies. Like ain't no going and making changes.
yeah.
Because they have to get it ready to put in stores on your day job.
Can you make changes though?
Back in the day?
Can you make changes now to your album?
Now, yeah, because it's streaming.
So you could yeah.
With
Can
adjustments.
you like fix a song, or you need to
You
take
gotta
everything
it
off?
Yeah, if you have the song, you can fix it. Yeah.
I'm not sure
You got
the process would be for us. Because we're independent. But I know, I mean, if you're with the label, you have that connection. You can do that shit easily. Just like YG.
400.
When he was talking about robbing the Asian people, the Chinese. When the Asian hate type shit came out,
Used to flock this shit.
they had to change the whole thing. Like,
Yeah, and they took off the Chapo, the part in Blacks and Browns on his album where he's talking about El Chapo.
Yeah.
They took that off.
That's crazy.
that's what I'm saying.
Or like a
The
Right.
government did that. The Secret Service, or they fucking or some shit like that. Also the Donald Trump shit at the time.
Yeah, the Donald Trump too.
That's
That's
crazy,
kind
huh?
of sucks though.
What's up with freedom of speech?
Yeah, exactly.
So this was America.
Those,
America, baby.
Damn. You're fucking up.
but like I'm saying, like back in the day, you had the physical copy. Like ain't no changing nothing. You have it.
That's true.
Nowadays,
once it's that physical copy, they
Yeah.
ain't no turning back, unless it's a remix.
yeah. But now they can change it, and you won't have that version anymore because the shit gone.
Damn, that shit'll make your shit exclusive if they did that. You imagine?
Low-key, Kodak Black got a lot of songs that he had that are gone now. Like, took them off.
That's
Off
crazy
the
because I
stream?
have some
Lot of
homie,
tracks.
some of my homies, fool, they have some of my old songs, fool, like in their PS3s and shit, like,
Yeah.
and like, no, they supposed to be bumping them shits though, but like, no one has it. I don't even have it,
Yeah.
and this is have it. They be bumping them all the time, fool, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
That's
damn.
hard.
I'm like, my boy, let me get that song.
Shout out the homies.
That's the
Shout out
last
to the
song.
homies.
Damn, I had a thought right now. You changed the subject.
My bad, fool.
I forgot it.
So
Anyways,
what now? Is he gonna take another 5 years? What do you think?
I don't think so.
He's gonna focus on his visuals now.
Was this album still part of Top Dog?
It was the last
This was
one.
the last one.
Yeah.
You imagine this fool like purposely gave him like songs that he didn't even want, and then this fool drops some like another album like off PG Lane.
Do that.
Nah.
Nah, Because at
Too
the end
much
of
on
the
the
day,
line,
yeah,
bro.
and at the end of the day, it's his album. It's like,
Yeah.
So
and he
that,
didn't have bad
How you gonna
blood.
say Bad Bunny? I was like, what?
He didn't have bad blood with them. Damn, what the hell?
I guess not. But for Eminem did the same thing, right? Took 5 years off.
Did he?
And also, at food
Came
during those
back.
5 years, you're not building the album the whole time. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're living life for sure.
Yeah.
Like, because the album could be done in 2 months or one week.
I don't know, man. People be taking their time, bro.
If you want it to hit, it takes time.
Hell yeah.
How, like, out of those 5 years, though, PD, do you think that he really spent 5 years to make an album?
Nah.
I say at least like a year and a half or 2.
You said like 3 years, bro. 2 to 3 years.
I'd say yeah too, because the shit he was living through, he talks about it. So
Sometimes you
it
gotta take a little break.
it is. You know, you're living life, but you're also building material to, you know, for your music.
Yeah. That part.
But I don't know, for some reason, like I felt like Kendrick and like Cole and Drake, I felt like they're kind of like on their way out. Like it's time for a new generation. But they're just getting started, bro.
No, for real.
They're just it's just been like 10 years pretty much. And like you think about like all the old rappers that are older than them that are still making music and like killing it. So
Yeah,
bro,
they're in their prime right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
The next 10 years with these people, what they're gonna do. Especially Kendrick, like, can imagine.
You think Drake can do what Kendrick does? Take like 5 years off, since like he's like accustomed all his audience. It's
Drake?
like just dropping.
Drake.
I think so. I think it would be good
Yeah.
for him.
For Drake, yeah.
If he just took a break
if
right
he
now.
took a break. I mean, he needs a break, bro.
Okay.
He's been dropping forever, bro.
Yeah.
This has been on the top for
Crazy.
too long, my boy.
Yeah.
Well, he comes out with new sounds too.
I know, that
He did
was
that
too
reggae
dope.
shit and all that.
Yeah,
This who Drake
He
is
did
just
the
different,
UK
bro.
shit.
I feel like no one really compares to Drake. He's just on a different level.
Well, one thing they complained about his last album is that it sounds just like the same shit. Like, he didn't try to do anything different. He kind of
Who's complaining?
stuck to his.
Who's
Well,
complaining? Huh.
You like that album?
I don't even remember his last song.
Exactly. My
But
point.
I don't remember people
Exactly
complaining.
my
though. I
point.
feel like people
Nah, I
always-
mean I've watched like a few podcasts where they talk about it.
was it
and-
Scorpion?
Nah.
I'm late on my bad.
So praising Drake and don't even know.
I know.
Mm.
I don't really. I just know that this was. He always has a song that's on the radio, and there's always a banger. This was on,
Yeah.
but I don't keep up with like that. Like that.
Any other albums you guys seen? Jack Harlow, Future.
I like Jack Harlow's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Future
Jack Harlow's
shit.
shit is hard, bro.
Jack Harlow's dope.
You like Future?
I like Future, yeah.
I heard some Bad Bunny stuff. That shit long as hell. That shit like 20 plus songs.
Bad Bunny is another one of those artists that don't miss, huh?
Yeah.
Those dudes are like always on the top.
There were a couple people like there were some people saying like they don't like his new sound because I guess he always comes out with new stuff, you know. But shit, I like that shit though.
Yeah, those dudes, it feels like they can't miss, bro. They always have some
Shit, I didn't
bangers.
know that, bro. You be bumping Bad Bunny? I wouldn't expect that from you. That's what's up.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
I'll check out every artist though.
That's dope.
That's right.
You
like
really
the-
think that like they make really good music, or it's just like because of who they are?
I think it's everything put together, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah, it's a whole. It has to be like a whole package, you know.
Yeah.
Cause those fools, especially those two fools are like fucking also like fucking.
Wasn't Bad Bunny on
What's it called?
SoundCloud at first?
That's how he came up. I didn't know
I
that.
could have sworn he was, cause my brother used to bump that Soy Peor. That's how I found him, like, and that song.
I
is
remember.
what
Yeah,
blew him.
that was one of the early songs,
You know what I
right?
mean? That's when I made him low key.
I remember this fool Avic put me on to that fool before he really blew up. Like, yeah, fool, this was gonna blow up. And I was like, what? And this shit was hard. Some song called Chambea. That was the first song I ever heard of Bad Bunny. Chambea. That's just him like in a western. But what I was gonna say, fool, is that like how we said the whole package, like Bad Bunny and Drake, people like the girls like want to be with them, like the guys fucking want to be them or whatever. Like, you know, it's a whole thing. You know what I mean?
For sure.
The look, the lover boy look or whatnot, or Bad Bunny dressing up like a girl with titties, like this was just doing. But the music also is like, it's good. Feel like, you know,
Yeah.
I feel like they appease, like they're pleasing like what the women want to hear. I feel like.
Nah, I mean,
I heard that Drake be having girls in the studio and like just them being there, like whatever little thing they say, like a regular conversation that he be having with them, he'll put that on track.
That fool
Like,
raps his life.
Yeah, because he really wants to, like, you know, like cater to the women type of shit.
Yeah, I'd say a good example of it is just the whole thing with Drake and the ghostwriting. That dude, what was his name?
Oh
Something
yeah,
Miller, right?
yeah, Quentin Miller.
Yeah.
Quentin Miller, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so he wrote a couple songs for Drake that blew up,
Yeah, Energy.
but him himself
never
is,
blew up.
yeah. It's because you need the whole package type of thing.
He's dope. He's dope though. He has some song with Dom Kennedy. That shit crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though.
But he ain't like, you know, as big as Drake. When
Yeah.
he made a song that made Drake big, you know what I mean? So, I mean bigger, but that's what it is. That is not. It's the whole thing. You gotta have the whole thing.
yeah, that kind of sucks though.
I
Because
mean,
that fool is an actor first. That's why. People
But it's
want
only
Drake.
that way to be at that level. It's not that way, like, cause you could be like, because these ones are the mainstream, like,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
biggest artists.
Yeah,
the top of the top.
But at the same
1%, bro.
time, like, fucking look at like Biggie, bro. Biggie was the biggest artist in his time, and like, he wasn't like, you know, the most attractive, like, but he was still like impactful, fool. Because at the end of the day, like, the music is what speaks for you. So if your music is good, it don't matter what you look like. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Kendrick don't. They don't.
but
even-
you
they don't think of Kendrick like
gotta
about
play-
any looks or like. They don't think of looks when it comes to Kendrick. Like, remember that video he did where like, basically it shows everyone's insecurities. So, what was that one? That's when he
Okay.
dropped down, right?
Kendrick's.
Yeah. Was it all right? I don't know if it was that song. We gonna be all right. But there's was that Childish Gambino? Now that I think about it, no, it was Kendrick. There's a video where basically it shows like filters and no filters, and it shows like the girls raw, and then it shows them with the filter, but just meaning like it don't really matter what you look like if your music is like deep enough where it fucking is gonna relate to someone, you know, where someone listens to it and they're like, fuck, like, damn, I've been through that. Or if it affects you in that way, like, it don't matter. Your music is gonna fucking
Yeah, I mean, you gotta just
excel.
play your part, and just like you said with Biggie, he was fat, ugly, dark skinned, but he also says it in his song, and he's like,
He embraced
and
it,
right? Same with like, other artists, Old Dirty Bastard, like. My name is Old Dirty Bastard. Like, I'm not a freaking pretty boy.
Even J. Cole, like Crooked Smile, like
Crooked
this one has
Smile, like-
the money to to not have a crooked smile, but he is embracing
yeah,
it,
Yeah,
and he tells other people to embrace it. you know?
yeah. It's just all how you play it.
I mean, money and status changes everything, bro. You know.
Yeah, like Rick Ross, fool. This was a
Come on
fucking
now.
straight boss, fool. I want to be fucking like Rick Ross, dog.
You wanna be like,
What's wrong with Rick Ross, bro?
No, I'm saying I want to be like him.
Oh, I was like, you don't. I'm like, what?
No, I'm saying I want to be like Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Shit.
you guys like Rick Ross?
Yeah, I really do. I fuck with Rick Ross.
You like his
I don't
music?
fuck with the whole fact that he used to be a CEO.
No,
and
but I'm saying just his
all that.
music.
But
in
just his
general.
music? Yeah. And that fool is like, in Miami, fool, he is the man. Like,
I don't like his music.
he's the king of Miami for sure.
You like his music?
I use his music like for motivation, like on some boss shit. Like it gives me those vibes. That's how I use it. Yes.
I think everyone got their own styles, definitely. Like, if
Yeah.
you just want to touch in real quick on everyone.
I like when it does that. Huh.
Especially because we grew up around, like, listening to those foods, you know?
Yeah, I just don't understand. I mean, I don't know. His
It's
shit
probably not as hot now.
don't
you know?
click with me. Anything like
It's too lazy.
he sounds like he's reading off a list.
It's too lazy, huh?
There's no like
You got some
complete
bangers.
sentences. Doesn't get a point across. He's just like
I fuck with it.
I don't know. I don't know any of his music like that, but
You don't know any Rick Ross song like that?
nah.
My
But from what
favorite
I
gotta
when
be,
I
like, Stay Scheming and Dice Pineapple.
so how's this verse
The
go?
ones with
That's
Kendrick,
right.
the ones with Drake. I mean,
How's this
the
verse
ones-
go?
this one has a lot of songs with Drake.
It's like, he's like, fuck it. Life's too short. Fuck it. I don't want to go to
No,
court.
that's French Montana that says that part.
Nah, he's
Nah.
you're right.
That's Rick, huh?
No, I think you're
Oh,
talking
you know,
about
you are
Mama.
right. No,
You're
you
talking
are right.
about Mama.
That's-
He's like, I got the budget for the lawyer though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stay scheming.
I don't want to go to
Tryna
court.
get it. Yeah, that's it, bro.
Oh, that's true.
That is him.
Dude, he does have some epic
French
ass
Montana's
flow.
at the end.
Yeah, that's true.
At the end.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, y'all remember when he got that deal he had, that sneaker deal? Cause he said that bar about like sneaking in a molly on a girl or some shit, and she didn't even know it. You remember
Oh
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, you got canceled crazy. I
I
was
didn't
like,
even know
damn.
Doesn't he own Wingstop?
He has a
Yeah,
couple of
yeah.
Wingstops actually.
All
Yeah.
of them, no?
Nah, he doesn't own all. It's because Wingstop for it's a franchise, so you could buy a
Put it in
Wingstop.
some of them.
Yeah, you could buy a Wingstop
You
because
could own your own wing
You can
Yeah.
get your own 7-Eleven, bro,
Yeah.
if you want.
whenever one of those like
Stay
those
tuned,
the
come
restaurants are franchise, then you could buy your own, and then
Yeah.
they still get a percentage off of it, but it's still your Wingstop, and this one has like 2 or 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Damn. Putting me on game.
No, that's alright, my boy.
Good looking.
Shit, I didn't know at one point.
I didn't know that.
Anyways. Then we can wrap it up. Any last thoughts?
I mean, I think overall, fool, I'm excited about listening to it again and really like dissecting that album. So far, I'm happy with it, bro. I'll say 3.5 notes right now.
Right now?
So far.
I agree. That's it.
Yeah.
Alright, there it is. 12 Notes Podcast.
Whoa.
We here.
Wait,
Oh shit.
I feel like now that we have Monster, should we talk about like the album that we're working on? Since it's all
We're
4 of
gonna
us?
say that for another day.
True.
Once the album's done.
Stay tuned for the album coming.
Yeah.
We're working on something
We're on an
though.
album.
All 4 of us.
We'll talk about it later.
All right.
Stay tuned.
For sure.